Hello, hello everyone. How are you guys? How's everyone doing?
Oh, well, busy because I'm still writing the announcement. Panic!
I also think Doug's just talking to the chat right now, so we can take a chill for a moment.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Wow, good to see everyone back. We're a couple minutes late. We were just sorting out some things in the streaming settings, that's all. Yeah. So, just a brief round of introductions again. My name is Doug. I'm the Coaching Mains server owner, and I sort of help host this stream. I'm joined today by Smug and Ion Fox. I'll let them introduce themselves. Smug?
Oh, hello, I am Schmuck. I think most of you already know me from the Hoothouse servers. And hello!
Yep. And I'm Ion Fox, head translator of Kuching Mains, and also a translator on this stream. Hey everyone.
It's so good to see everyone back. Smug is kind of quiet. I'll turn him up on my Discord. Just give me a second, guys. Here.
Is Doug or me Ion Fox low volume, or is it only Smug? Just checking.
Smug and Ion Fox low volume. Okay, just give me a second, guys. It
Yes,
also
the
might
bagpipe
be
requests are already.
the bagpipes request. I'll turn down the music a bit too. I think that was a bit loud. Okay. So I've turned both of you guys up. Can both of you talk a little bit again?
Um, but I don't want to.
I really like the Chi Chi peek in the corner of the overlay. It's adorable.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Guys, how are they sounding now? We've made a couple of changes. I think it should be better. Yeah, still a little bit quiet, but I'll get them to speak up a little bit. It should be better. Yeah. And I'll make sure I have the volume turned down for other stuff as well. I'm still the loudest amongst talkers. Yeah, my mic. I might reduce myself a little bit.
And over on Bilibili, they're already like talking about Eula and stuff. Just looking through the comments there.
Okay, if no one's getting banned there, then we should be fine, eh? Yeah, they're on 200% volume on my side here.
I think they are actually getting like I do see some comments actually getting immediately like what's the
Deleted.
term? Not banned, but deleted by mods. Ah, yes.
Hmm, that's interesting. Well, anyways, as you guys know, we normally start off our stream just with a little bit of pre-programmed discussion. So I would like to ask everyone, what did you think of patch 1.4? So I'll start us
Little
off.
Endora was cute.
Little Endora was cute. Yes, I agree.
And you get to get revenge on the Hydro Abyss Mage.
The Hydro Abyss Mage. Yes. So I don't know about the rest of you guys, but Endora is my pet now, replaced my gold Sealy. Main reason because
Friendship ended with Mini Silly, and Dora is my new best friend.
that's right. Basically, Endora doesn't make weird noises every X number of seconds, and
And
also,
Dora does actually, but it's a lot more bearable when they pop that little bubble as a noise, but it's much more like natural sounding and it's not as like ear grating as the Mini Silly squealing and flying everywhere.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So I see a lot of comments in the chat that they say it feels like it was really much of a filler patch. Would you guys agree with that?
Oh, it's definitely. Yeah, 1.4 is definitely filler. They're building like I still think 1.5 itself is going to be rather filler as well, because the next big thing, as everyone probably knows, is probably going to be building up to Inazuma.
I do agree with that. We had Baosheng say in the comments here, the KQM 40K event was the real 1.4 Windbloom Festival. So for those of you who don't know, we've been running a 40K Discord server celebration event. It's just about wrapping up now, but we had a lot of prizes for it. I think in terms of the Windbloom event, my favorite would have been the Lyre event. So playing out the rhythm game, that was my favorite.
I would definitely agree,
Oh yeah,
man. The fires make some dank, dope music. You can just go in there and jam with your friends.
Yeah.
like one thing I wanted to do, but I didn't have time because of like projects and work was I wanted to try and do use it like the Shawson from Warframe and just like play JoJo themes on it or something. I don't know.
Oh yeah. Remind me that since you mentioned Warframe, I played that too. I will used to run around as soon as some people go down in that game, right? You can revive them. It's kind of like zombie mode, right? I'll run up to them instead of reviving them. I'll just pull out the Shazam and I'll start playing next episode, just to
Nice.
watch them die as I play it.
Oh man.
No
So
one
I
needs to ask where you are, Zenix, because you're always in our hearts.
Yes, Xenix is always in our hearts. For those of you wondering where Xenix is today, he and Smug, they've swapped this time just to give Smug some more experience with the on-screen translation. So Xenix has gone over to our off-screen translator side, and he'll be helping us verify the information in our summary at the end of the stream. So that's why we have a little change up in staff today.
It's okay, guys. You can put your trust in Smug, even though this is his first time doing it. In
Yeah.
reality, Smug is just panicking. Help! Help!
We have faith. We have faith. So let's see.
Oh,
Aside from mhm.
no, as in I think someone said I'm still soft, but uh, I guess one more mic check. Am I still soft? This is Ion Fox.
I have you turned up to 200% at the moment. Yeah, just give me a second, guys. I can still put them up even more. All right, talk again, guys.
Oh, hello. Do I need to come out with
Hello.
my sewage this time?
Should be much better now. Have mercy on the
Okay.
poor TC Vice head. Oh yeah, for those of you who don't know, this community NEP ASMR challenge that you have, our Vice head of theory crafting, well, that's who NEP is. And the prize is that she'll do like what, a 10 to 15-minute ASMR. You guys can suggest what to do, but we'll vet it and make sure it's appropriate. Yeah. So I guess aside from Windbloom, the other thing that I really liked was the Oceanid event, not just for Endora, but I think the EXP book farming was pretty value. Did any of you guys do that as well?
Oh yeah, it was like Crucible all over again.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I liked it because I don't farm ESP books, so it's a nice boost, especially when I'm trying to level everyone up. It just extra EXP book, especially the lowest the green books really helps because as you get higher in level, they're harder to come by, and you have
Mm-hmm.
to actually manually grind through 3,000 EXP because you don't want to waste. So those green book is the one that actually helps the most.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm surprised no one here has mentioned the Hangout event slash dating sim.
Oh, you know what?
I think a lot of people really enjoyed that.
I must admit, I haven't done them yet. I've been saving
Yeah,
them.
me either. I could not find the time for it.
Yeah, I think I would like to
Yes.
say the same as well. I'm on break now, so I think I'll do it within this next week or so. So yeah,
Hey, Mark Blazer, I agree with you. Noel is the best one, period. Because I'm actually a Noel man.
actually a Noel main. Interesting. Let's
Oh,
see.
that's
Hangout
uh,
events. What else was there? There was
Jing Tao Ming.
Contending Tides. What did you guys think about Contending Tides? The sort of arena style content there, outside of Abyss. I
I feel it could be harder. Like it could be a lot harder, right? Skill a little better. And that's just my opinion because
It
I
was
have Hu
a
Tao.
time tax. You trade time for primo gems basically. It wasn't hard or difficult, but it was rather boring. But it was basically free gems.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because I mean, for people who built their account properly, yes. But for people who did not look into theorycraft, I guess it would be challenging. But for people like us who did, it was just you go in there, like especially I have Hotel. I go in there, I just make everyone hydro wet and just hit Q and everything dies, and then bam.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what's next?
Um, yep.
I think someone brought up that Contending Tides should be an open arena for us as a permanent trial challenge to test builds. I like that idea as well. And you know how we have like the survey today? In every single survey, I've mentioned at the end that is there anything else you want to tell us about? I always ask, give us like a battle dummy or like some sort of,
Training
battle
dummy, yes.
analysis, like something that we can just throw stuff at and practice without it dying on us or without us having to restart and that sort of thing as well. Yeah.
You know, I learned more of my theory crafting by playing Warframe actually. So I compare to them quite a bit. Like because in Warframe you have this simulacrum thing. It's just you spawn enemies, you set how much health they have, and you just beat the crap out of them to check out the builds. Like
Oh yes.
something like that in Genshin would definitely help, where it
Yeah.
just have.
So, to explain a bit more, Warframe Simulacrum is exactly what Genshin needs. Not only can you choose what enemy you spawn, you can spawn any number of them, you can set their level, and you can check their resistances, and then you can check different weapons and such, so you know exactly how much damage you're doing and roughly how much is being resisted and everything. It's amazing.
That honestly sounds like a dream come true. Mm-hmm.
And you can actually lock the enemy so they don't attack you back. So let's say you just mage just really you can spawn a Sing mage, set her to like I don't know level 200, lock her attack so she doesn't attack, and you just beat their crap out of her the whole time. Or some people do that just to listen to her scream, but we don't go there.
No, we don't go there. All right, so we're almost about
Oh,
15 minutes before. Let's switch topics. Let's now talk a little bit about what we are looking forward to, whether that be leaks or just features that we're looking forward to there. So I know that there's the upcoming release of Eula, who's going to be a 5-star Cryo Claymore, pretty much confirmed everywhere, including in the banner art for when MiHoYo made their announcement about the live stream. Any comments you guys have on Eula? What are your impressions?
Well, people already kind of say the comment about Eula in the chat already, but I can't repeat that here, you know. But it's interesting to see a 5-star physical DPS now. So that will pretty much have almost all the element covered as a DPS.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that she's cryo makes it really easy to even have more physical debuff to run, let's say, with like Fischl, right? And her design was interesting.
Mm-hmm. Have you seen anything about Eula, Ion?
oh yes. I was just waiting for a moment, but I've seen her kit, her transfer constellations, like even her aesthetic. Apart from chat saying she's thick, as in I think I really dig the way her armor looks as well.
Mm-hmm.
And the animations from what we've seen do look quite smooth. And yeah. What else was I gonna say? Oh, there's also Yanfei coming out, right?
Yeah, I was going to
Around
ask
the same
about
time.
Yanfei next. So, a Pyro Catalyst user. Our first Pyro Catalyst user, is that right?
I
Aside from
believe so.
Actually,
Klee.
Yes.
For 4-star. For 4-star, right? Yeah.
I I will say, Finish Amangula was. There's only 2 Claymore users in the game that can constantly stun lock with auto attack, right? You got Noel and Luke, and it looks like Eula can do it and faster. So that's what I'm excited about. Yanfei
Mm-hmm.
wise, man, I love Klee. Don't get me wrong, I love Klee, but she is just too small, right? It's really hard to dodge with her. Just and she throws bombs, so you can't really use her in something far like Oceanite. But Yanfei, she shoots projectile, so it's like
Mm-hmm.
I can take her into Oceanite fights.
That's true. And I also know, I think Yanfei, from testing that I've seen, her charged attack will also stagger, or it's like a blunt attack as well. Mm-hmm. How about
Mhm.
you, Fox? What do you think?
Um, like okay, so personally, I haven't given too much thought to her because Chad's gonna crucify me a little bit for this, but I have to skip her unfortunately. I cannot afford to pull on her at all because I was pulling hard for child. So
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
um,
And it's also
Yanfei,
rumored. Oh no, go ahead. Go ahead.
oh no, and for Yanfei, I'm interested to see how good her support capability is. Like we have some idea of the numbers and stuff, but it could still always be tweaked a bit more. And I think if they're higher, she could actually really have a place in certain comps just for power resonance because that's always at a premium. Like for
Mm-hmm.
right now, like let's say if you have power resonance in pyro, you have Bennett, and who's your second choice? Usually Xiangling, I want to say, perhaps. Maybe Klee if you're whale. So Yanfei could fill that slot really well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's one thing for me. For me to replace I think she can definitely replace Klee on my team because currently how I run Klee was I run her with like 80% crit rate, and then I run her with Venti, and then everyone else is because her crit charge attack, which is you do all the time, right? At a 70% just means free energy for the whole team. So I'm constantly spamming ult. It's great, but now it means every time I play Klee, I have to have Venti on.
Makes
So Genfei
sense.
will free up that spot. I can actually runs it with like how other people does it, which is with Shinkyu.
That makes sense. Definitely. Now, obviously, for the first or for one of the banners, we know it's likely going to be Eula. Because we see Zhongli, plastered everywhere as well, as he's the only other character shown on the banner except for Eula there. Do you think we're getting a Zhongli rerun?
I'm gonna say yes, but I really wish it wasn't so soon.
I'm debating if I should just take out my credit card and just make it C4.
Like for me, like I desperately want Zhongli, but I don't know if skipping Eula will give me enough to save because I basically spent everything I had on Child. So
Hmm.
yeah. Oh no, but to answer your question, Jackie, we are almost certainly getting a Zhongli rerun, Doug.
Yes, almost certainly. I mean, I would
I mean,
agree.
I will say before his buff, I already like his shield. It's just at the time, just the shield was just kind of like there's not much use, and then they added a new floor 12, and it's like okay, yeah, they stacker you, so the shield was great, and that's what made him really good. And then the cle up, sorry, and then the Zhongli buff makes it much better. And since I run a DPS Noel, so run Noel with him, double Geo, and then the debuff, it's just like my Noel slaps, man. I love it, and he helps help her to charge energy as well, which is why I like Zhongli. But I will say that his Q animation is too long to my liking. I just don't like how long it is, so I don't even use his ult anymore. It just takes too long. His E casting is nice, but it just takes too long. So that's why I want to like at least C2 it, so I can just drop his ult and move on.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense. You pull for what you want from the character. To be honest, you just pull for that.
And also for the chat, yes, I got Mona finally. Finally! Ah, after
Congratulations.
after 4,000 polls, finally.
Now, I have heard some things about a potential housing system coming. I don't know about you guys, but I've seen certain pictures and that sort of stuff as well. What do you guys think about what we know so far about housing?
I mean, I think it would be really cool because anything to get me to spend more time in the game would be nice because it's kind of just sad to me, I guess. You get on, you do your daily, you get off, and Abyss is like every 2 weeks. And if Abyss is every week, then it would be great, but it isn't. So the housing system is like, hey, more time I can spend wasting time on it.
So, disclaimer on my end, I am a huge like Animal Crossing fan and player. New Horizons was ate so much of my time. And yeah, so basically, if we get a housing system in Genshin with like any sort of similarities to Animal Crossing, we'll be all over it. I will make sure my house is absolutely perfect. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Basically, I,
mean,
I I just really wanted to have some form of customization, please.
speaking on top of what both of them have mentioned, I have found that I feel like there's a lack of permanent content in this game. Aside
Oh,
from
definitely.
Abyss and dailies, really there's not that much to do, right? The quests, once you're done, right? So I think the housing, it's going to be a really good permanent content edition, repeatable, like you can go back to it anytime, and if they associate some rewards with it as well and give you the ability to visit each other, that's going to create like at least I think a good like 3 to 6 months worth of content for people to really flesh out and explore and will create content about, right?
It's not even just mechanical content, it's social content too.
Yeah, exactly. Easier to build a
Think about it.
community, right?
If you think about it, as server owners, we can look into events where people show up to their like they just show their dank mansions and just compete, be like trying to up and flex on each other. And right, I hope this is like a very friend, future very friendly. free to play friendly option as well, so you can really see people flex. Like, just be like that guy who literally built a city to support his giant mansion.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's something great. Just have the community event where people compete.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of like remind me of Minecraft.
Mm-hmm. So we're what, about 7 minutes away now, guys. As you know, our 40K event is something that's been ongoing, and it's actually just wrapping up in the next couple days. One of the contests that we have is called the Fan Video Contest. And basically, people submit videos and make a fan video of some aspect of KQM. And just today, we received a submission, and like it's actually, I think there's only two submissions total. So I think at this point they both win or something like that. But I really wanted to show this one submission on stream, just because it's actually like Pog. It's so good, and like I like when I first saw it, I was just like, holy shit, right? And I gotta show it to you guys. So neither Ion nor Smug have seen it as well. So I linked it to them, and they can look at it from Discord as well.
Doug
So
has been hyping us for like 20 minutes over this
yeah,
video.
just give me a second, guys. All right, I'm gonna set the volume to half, and hopefully it doesn't blow your ears out. Oh no, there's no sound. Yep, I hear. Oh no, guys, I'm gonna play it again afterwards. I found out what the issue is. There's no sound output for that one there. That is my bad. F in the chat for me, boys. Holy shit. You know what? That's actually good that we found it out now. Because, ooh, okay. Let me switch back now. So we're using slightly changed volume settings here. I'm gonna need a volume check from everyone here. Whether
Ka-ching.
that
Hello, hello.
that volume from the the stream is okay. I put it at 10 right now. We used like 2 previously, but we've changed some settings around. Way too low.
Your screen is still showing the video. Oh, there he goes. Oh, it's just lagging on my end. Never mind. Okay, looks like I'll have to pop the KQM string out so I don't lag on the Chinese string.
I've turned it up now. Yeah, we have some settings that got changed around on our Streamlabs, and so have to sort them out again later. It was a very last minute
People
change,
saying that
so
there's no
unfortunate.
sound on the stream still.
Yeah, imagine not having sound, eh?
While you're doing that, how do I turn off the overlay chat on the Chinese string? This just Chinese text over my screen right now.
There's
Oh,
an
it's
option on the
bottom right.
bottom right.
Mm-hmm. Of the actual
What do
screen.
I click?
Yeah. Also, I'm on the live stream right now. There's actually no sound from the Chinese stream, Doug.
I turned it all the way up now. Oh, audio output capture.
I'm sorry, I'm kind of too old to figure out the settings. Ah!
Oh. This is actually really weird, guys. It was completely different before. No, it should be good now. I just blasted it up. It's the same issue with the It was good that we actually tried YouTube to VOD check, TBH, or to sound check. Because if we didn't try that video, we wouldn't have known. I'll play it again afterwards. I'm really sorry about that. Okay, can I get you guys to talk a little bit now? And then we'll see
Yes,
how it
sir.
sounds like there.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that sound is good. And do you guys
Checking in.
think it's overpowering the translators and myself? I think we should be fine now.
Oh, Dress mentioned they're hearing the sound of your mic.
Yeah, they probably heard it a little bit. But it should be better now. Sounds balanced now.
Should be good. I
Okay,
think,
I'm
right?
getting very mixed opinions now.
Turn who up? Okay, they're asking could the string be louder?
Yeah, it's
And now they're saying sounded good.
yeah, I think some people are just on different delays, that's all. And how are the frames? Is it going fine?
Frames look good to me.
Uh-oh, the door just showed up. Here we go, boys. Here we go.
各位观众朋友们，大家好，我是你们的老朋友钟离的配音演员彭博。在举办了多期蒙德茶会之后，本次的1.5版本特别节目终于来到了我们的璃月。既然这次承担了给大家传达新版本情报的重要任务，自然是不能辜负了大家的期待。本期璃月雅集也会给大家带来有关1.5版本的最新情报。话不多说，就让我们一起来看看全新的版本 PV。 玉飞绕城歌吧。
Trailer time.
若有缘，他日必将再会。
大约是4、5天前吧，有几个人从这里走过，背着篓子，提着铁镐什么的，和你说的差不多。前面还有个小孩。 晃晃悠悠的。
That's。
杀屠龙王，全速接近长生之物。朕安能顶替？地便是尔等当选之处。
震天撼地，善与恶只隔一线。
Yeah, so basically the little girl brought a bunch of people. They're talking about how she showed up with a bunch of people with the basket on their back, and then they basically just revived the Dragon King.
Yep, this is the dragon sealed beneath that giant tree in Liyue.
哎，等等，我这能算习武吗？
And Yanfei just say,
飞沙吧！
just come at me, basically. That's what she said to him. And then that's the new Ice Cube bot.
Yep. Cryostasis.
丹书铁器，我现在应该算文武双全了吧？
Oh, Shang-Qian is an idiom.
有人劝过我低声下气，谨言慎行，说这样也许
Been
能
to
获得
live
谅
to.
解，只是因为他们没当过真正的罪人。判决，一双还原。
Oh, Electro, Abyss Herald.
Abyss Herald.
眼还原。断绝深仇。
Oh, the pot is from Madam Pin as a gift.
Housing?
This is our house.
Housing?
Housing.
Housing?
Sir, teapot housing.
我已经招了个小家伙在湖里等着你们。
Did you?
有关这陈歌湖的一切事宜，你们都可以。
Oh, that little thing. It's the it's Madam Pin's friend. Did you guys
Sure.
notice Hu Tao chasing Chi Chi in the background?
Yep. This is so perfect. Squeak.
Can you hunt those boar at your house?
So it definitely looks like there's customization, both in terms of like the setting as well as individual ornaments and such.
Like,
Yeah.
like this is starting to look like.
Not gonna lie, I really hope this is like F2P friendly, but I would wail for this. Like,
Oh, it's Zhongli.
except Zhongli and the new Earth Dragon boss.
Oh.
不知道大家从我们这次的 PV 中看出了多少信息？虽然很想赶快跟大家介绍一下版本内容，不过老规矩还是不能忘的。那么，先给大家带来我们今天的第一组兑换码福利，稍后再一起来看看我们的新角色吧。
Oh, so he just gave it the first code just because he just like we'll follow the regular how we've been doing it. So right after the first trailer, they give us the code, and here's the code.
Yep, once again, this code is China only, but there should be other one for global.
Yeah, this one's China only. Turned up the stream sound again. Should be better now.
So yes, guys, future story involving Zhongli and Earth Dragon confirmed. Housing confirmed.
Once they release the other codes, we'll post it up. Don't worry, guys.
How is she not cold? Don't question the anime logic, right?
Yeah. Oh, those animations are smooth.
Oh man, they really know how to work their camera angles. That camera angle.
西风剑术，想和我学两手吗？等你学成再找你报仇，想必能增添不少乐趣。你好，来自远方的旅行者，西风骑士优拉。
Welcome, traveler. You are saying hi to y'all.
这位帅气而又干练的小姐姐就是我们的新角色优拉。欢迎优拉的配音演员子英来到我们今天的特别节目。
Hello， 大家好啊，我是西风骑士团游击小队队长优拉的中文配音演员子音，很高兴第一次来到我们原神的声优小剧场，同时呢，在这个特别节目里跟大家分享 1.5 版本的情报，那么还请大家多多关照啦。
哎，不知道子英对于优拉这个
Somebody
角
is
色
asking
有
what
没
she
有一
thinks
些
about
自己的
Yula.
感受要跟大家分享一下呢？
其实第一次见到这个角色的时候，给我的感觉就是有一种很潇洒洒脱，以及有一种很优雅的感觉在。然后至于后来慢慢接触到他之后的故事之后，就会有其他的感受了。
She feels Ilya is a very she likes how elegant she is, and then how basically just she has elegance and sass, and just going around being
哪
fancy.
怕是面对他自己所效力的骑士团，他也总会
Basically,
嚷
her
嚷说
voice
啊
actor
我要去
really
复
enjoys
仇
the attitude, speaking more of the
但其
character
实
and
他
the
并不是
playstyle
真
at the
的
moment.
记仇啦，而是说 有点在意你像
And she meant her attitude is like she's gonna go out for vengeance. Like what is this? Not a Luke type of person?
啊，优拉给我
Out
的
for
感觉
vengeance.
呢，就是第一眼就是那种很帅气的御姐型角色啊。看到优拉施展西风剑术的时候的动作，一招一式都非常的潇洒，非常的棒。
对对对，就是有那种很灵巧的姿态，即便是挥舞的是双手剑，但是呢，也并没有显得很笨重。而且作为冰元素神之眼的持有者啊，同时也是蒙德城昔日的贵族劳伦斯家族的传承者。优拉无论是平 A 还是说放技能的时候，都是给人的感觉像冰上的舞者，有一种很优雅的感觉。他的剑技之中呢，也总是会暗藏着一种韵律之美。
不愧是又冷又酷的女战士，举手投足之间都有一种独特的气质。那么优拉在实战中会是一
So
个
Yola
什么类
is
型的
supposed to
角
be
色？
a Tistragrak
那这个呢，就要从
Tistragrak
优拉
family
的
from
技能来说。
Mondstadt.
优拉的元素
And
战
and
绩
then in
非
her
常的
moveset,
危
it
险，
showed her
会有
elegance
点暗和
that
长
you should
暗
have
两种不
as
同的
far
效
as
果。
being a noble lady.
除了造
That's
成
what she
冰
was
元
talking
素伤
about.
害之外，在点暗时会获得冷酷之心，来提升抗打断能力和防御力。长按时消耗冷酷之心，降低敌人的物理抗性和冰元素抗性。被消耗的冷酷之心还会转化成冰涡之剑攻击敌人。那同时呢，在面对 BOSS 或者是精英怪物的时候，优拉还有一手元素爆发，叫做凝浪之光剑来应对。除了第一下挥舞时造成伤害，还会创造一柄光降之剑。而在优拉平 A 啊，还有放技能对敌人造成伤害的时候，都会为这柄光降之剑积蓄能量。
So her skill set she's talking about is she is basically a physical
气势
damage
自由
dealer,
奔腾的浪花，
and the
更是如同
her
坚冰般
kit
的战
allows
士。
some crowd application
真不
as
错。
well.
真不错。
But
那么接下来呢，我们
her
要
kit
介
also
绍
allows
另外的一位新
allows
角
her
色
to reduce the
他呢是来自
enemy
月港
physical
的律
resistance
法
to
咨
lower
询
them,
师
and
燕飞。
she mentioned that on the elite enemies where they have higher physical resistance, her Q allows it for even more physical damage to make up for the differences in that.
Yep. Oh, Yanfei.
And now we're seeing Yanfei just shooting fireballs. We need another meme update. We had the Barbara slap meme. Now we need a Yanfei slap meme.
想要快速入睡？那我来给你讲解璃月律法的演变史吧。我的那些朋友就没有能撑过20分钟的。
除了律法咨询师这个身份啊，燕飞本身也是极少数没有与莫拉克斯缔结契约的混血仙兽。
哦，那他也是仙兽与人的后代吗？
不错。燕飞出生的时候已经是璃月的和平年代，他
Oh,
当然不必再
Yanfei's
像他
an
的前辈
adoptee
那样
that she's
参与
part
到残酷
adoptee
的战
and
争
she's
里。
one of the
不过，作为一个追求
with
自由
more
快乐的
acts
小姑娘，
because she was
她选择
born
的
at the
却是
time
去
where
解读宁光
Liue
当
is
中的
already
璃
at
月律
peace.
法，帮助其他人处理矛盾
Yep,
和纠
she's a
纷。
young, new adeptus.
这样感觉他应该也是一个很有个性的角色呢。
嗯。
哎，我要说，不愧是契约的国度所诞生的仙兽嘛，毕竟你们是
果然
契约的国度，对吧？
是的，
那燕飞呢？她即便是在追求自由，但最终还是找了一份和契约有紧密关联的职业。
看着一个长着鹿角、活泼可爱的小姑娘，却时时刻刻在腰间挂着一本手抄法典，一本
It
正
was
经
ironic
分析着
that
人间复杂的法律
Yanfei
条
was
文。
seeking
这
freedom,
应该也
but
是一种
in
反
the
差
end,
萌
she
吧。
still ended up picking a
对的，
profession that had to
他也
do
有
with
脚的话
contracts.
睡觉岂不是很不方便啊？
说不定她也会像她的干羽前辈那样站着能睡着呢。
那他也会像他的干羽
So
前
she's
辈那
half
样
adeptus
操纵着
as
冰
well?
元素吗？
哎，不是哦，
Yes,
燕
燕
that's
飞
飞
在
correct.
战斗中使用的武器是法器，
Longly asked
神
if
之眼的元素为火。
while standing
燕飞的
just
火
like her
攻、
senior,
元素
just
战
like
绩、
her
单书
senpai
履约
Ganyu.
以及元素爆发、凭此节气，
And
都可以
and
为
he's
她
like,
提
no,
供
no,
一
no,
种
no,
特
no,
殊的
no,
自愈
she's
效
not
果
gonna
——单
do
火
that.
印。
And she's also pyro,
单火
which is
印
very
可以有
different
效
from
降低
Ganyu.
燕飞的体力消耗，在燕飞进行重击时，可以通过消耗单火印来强化重击的范围与伤害。
哦，单火印是那个在他身边像是刻章
对，没错。
啊。那说到这里呢，
See
我要
those
再透露一
three
个小秘密啊。
when she on her attack his enemies, he creates those seals. So on her heavy attack, he'll do more damage and reduce the stamina consumption on heavy attack.
So yeah, she's somewhat like Ning Guang as well.
哎，那这里我们就先不做剧透了啊，等大家去自己发现吧。好的，关于新角色我们就介绍到这里。 接下来就要说一说每次大家最关心的那个话题了。
没错，那估计大家看完新角色，还是想要问出那句话：什么时候才能抽呢？
那接下来的1.5版本中，2位5星角色钟离和优拉也将先后在活动祈愿中登场。另一位新角色烟飞也会在灵叟市潮活动祈愿中提升获取概率。
那具体的祈愿的时
The
间，
way he said it,
关
it
注
was
后续的公告信
Zhang
息了。
and Eula
还有一
first and
点，
second.
我想大
So
家可能已经是期待已久了。
So
我们的
Zhongli
新版本
first,
还会有一
and
把
Yanfei will
5
be
星
with
双手
Zhongli.
剑与2套
Eula
全
will
新
not
圣
have
遗物
Yanfei.
跟大家见面。
没错，新的5星双手剑松
New
奈响
artifacts
起
and
之
a
时
new weapon
是一
for
把
Eula.
附属性为物理伤害加成的武器。
哎，这把剑看上去就很有一种雍容华贵
Let's
之感。
see these
这也让我
artifacts.
想起之前1.4版本那把弓，名字叫终末嗟叹之师。这2个武器听起来的名字是不是有一点相像或者说对仗的感觉呢？
松奈响起之时和终末嗟
The
叹
top
之
set
时，
appears to be a
他们两
tank
个难道
set.
说是一个系列的？
有
背后会不会有一些小故事啊？
Bottom
我
one.
是这么猜的啊。
its
好
physical
的。
damage for
此
the
外，
bottom
新
one
生
called
遗
the
物
Pearl
天
Flame
炎
set
牢
is
固
meant for
与
Eula.
苍白之火
Ah,
也
yes,
会在
and the
1.5
top
版
one
本
is
中
HP
开
for
放获取
Zhongli.
方式，出现在
And tank
全
stuff.
新的祝圣秘境。
Interesting.
山
So an
脊
H
守望者
a Zhongli
这个
centric
秘
set.
境将会出现在蒙德和璃月的交界地带，大家快来完成秘境挑战，
New artifact
获取
domain.
全新的圣遗物吧！
这个地方终于有一个传送点了！天哪，
哦，是哦。
之前
Oh,
从这
and
边爬上去特
Eula's
别麻烦。
thankful that
是啊，
there is
摔死
finally
我
a
很多
place
次
you can
啊
teleport to
我
up
才
in
知
this
道
area now.
那其实我们这一次呢，除了给角色们提供了新的装备可以选择，在角色的剧情方面
So
也
they're
会
adding a
继续
hangout
更新了
event for both Diona and a
此1.5
second
版
a
本更新
second
完成
hangout
后呢
event for
迪
just
奥娜
Noel.
的邀约事件以及
哦
诺埃尔邀约事件第2章
第
都会
2章
上线哦
哦。，已经来了。
对，另外呢，我们这位钟离的传说任务第
So
2章
now
，they'll
以
be
及
opening up
优
a
拉
second
我的
story
传说
quest
任务
or
呢，
second
将
part of
先
the
后
story
开
quest
启，
for
还
Zhongli
请大家要多多记得要
for
留意任务
chapter
提示
sorry
哦。
character quest for Eula.
是不是要开始攒钥匙了呢？
开攒开攒。
不知道上次
So
1.4 版本的
chapter
邀约事
chat,
件，大家是不是都满意
for
呢？
hangouts,
这
Diona gets her
种
own,
全
and
语音
Noel
和
gets a
多结
second
局的小
chapter.
故事啊，我个人
For
也是要
character
多多益
stories,
善。
Zhongli is getting his
这
second
样既
chapter,
能充
and
分
Eula's
表
getting
现
her
人物
first
性格
chapter.，
又能加深大家和角色之间的感情。
是的，我们呢也很期待有更多的角色可以有更多的了解。
刚才我们说到钟离，那这里就要跟大家透露一个小秘密。那位
No
看上去似乎和
coaching
钟离有
story
着某种
quest
渊源的
feels
史陀龙王
bad
就要在钟
man.
离的传说任务第2章中正
Oh,
式登
oh,
场
he
了。
said he's gonna talk about the Dragon King.
天哪，不容易不容易，
厉害吧
感觉感觉就算是退休了，那其实钟离还是有一堆麻烦的
He
事情要
says
处理
he said even
是啊
though Zhongli is
这
retired,
正
he
是
still have a lot
欲
of
买桂花
what's
同
it
载
called?
酒，
A lot of tasks he
今
had to
日再
do.
见
He had a
故
lot,
人，
still have a lot of
也是一番
responsibilities.
滋味在心头啊。
Even though he's a retired god.
这次惹陀不仅仅是剧情里的重要人物，也会在今后呢一直作为常驻世界的大 boss， 开放给各位玩家作为周场挑战的目标。
哇哦，那看来我们有
Oh,
了
it's a
新
new
的这
weekly
个
boss,
世界大
too.
boss 啊。那既然呢已经铺垫了这么久了，导播同学，麻烦切一下镜头给到这位
Oh,
力
they're
量
going
足
to
以
show us the
摇
Dragon
撼
King now.
山岳之龙吧。
Isn't this the same trailer from earlier?
No, it's got some different footage.
That's not weak pillar, man. You need to put more HP on Zhongli.
The tree on his tail
trying to-
changes the color of the elements.
Oh yeah, I can notice that too. Because it started with a pyro, right? And then electro, and then it's showing Kyle and the electro right here. Kyle.
Okay, shit, this is real cool.
Does that
哎，一
look
棵
like
树
the
下是不是有一个蓝
attack you
头
can
发的
bounce
小女
back
孩
with
啊？
Geo Shield?
说树下镇压的是
And the new
离
boss
月
is named
最威严的
Astaha.
那位。
I probably
是
butchered
的，
the
之前在跑
pronunciation, but
图的时候
whatever.
就遇到他，感觉他神神叨叨的，不知道，好像在说些什么有的没的。
哎，他说的不会就是这个惹陀龙王吧？
对，这棵伏龙树啊，就是当年镇压惹陀龙王之地。这次他引起的骚动，也会是对璃月一个非常严重的威胁。
哦，对，刚刚在这个 PV 里面，我们好像看到啊，他身上有2种颜色，哎，
这正是我接下来要说的。作为大家可以挑战的 BOSS， 惹头龙王具有在战斗中
okay. It
切换
says
元
that
素的能力
because it's a weekly
同
boss,
时在视
he
觉
can
表
change
现上也是
element
有着非
in
常强的
mid-fight.
冲击力的。
确实，好像在
He's
他切
basically
换
the
元素之
super
后，对战
granddaddy
的
Geo
环境
Bishop
也会跟着改变哎。
是啊，
Yes,
但是
but
这
unlike
个
Geo Bishop, who
看起来呢
changes
是空
element
间
once,
非常的
he
大
can change
这
it
是让人
during
没想到
mid-fight.
的
Yeah,
在这
multiple
棵
times.
芙蓉树底下竟然埋藏着这样一个奇特的岩窟。
的确，
那除了惹驼之外，这次我们的无相系列 BOSS 呢，也增添了一个新成员——无相之兵。
And here's the new elite boss, well, field boss, I guess, the one you can fight for 40 resin. So it's just basically an ice cube. And that looks like it's on Dragon Spine.
Oh, it's 100% on Dragon Spine. We still have that empty arena that they aren't using.
Ah, is that the one with the holes on the floor?
Yep.
哇，之前来逛雪山的时候啊，看到这个位置的环境，我就感觉这里
Oh,
会
I'm
不会
probably
有
going to
神秘
mildly
啊
trigger
是
some
不是
people in chat, but
有点空旷
anyone remember
是不是
Dark
该找
Souls
个
bone
boss？
pinwheel?
果然啊，我们的无相之兵就在这里。
它也是有着自己独特的战斗机制的。在危险时呢，无相之兵会进入到保护罩保护自己，恢复生命并攻击敌人。那究竟要怎么攻略到这个 BOSS 呢？那就等待大家
Milolith just basically say, go find out how to beat this boss. We're not going to tell
好
you.
的，这回我们的新怪物还不止目前的2个，之前在 1.4 版本出现过的深渊使徒，不知道大家还有没有印象啊？我看到有新的玩家朋友说想抽一个组成那个深渊战队。
啊，等，我们说的是一个游戏吗？为什么你们可以抽怪物啊？我也想好吧。
那这回另一位来自深渊的精英怪物深渊勇者也要和大家见面了。
哦，
Isn't this the new Abyss enemy that they were talking about, but this is not the Herald?
Yeah, this is looks like a. Yep.
Get him, Alberto, get him! It looks like he's doing potato damage. Yeah, he's not even stunning him.
You could just have a very high interrupt resistance as an enemy.
深渊
That's
使徒
fair.
比较像近战刺客，而深渊勇者
Another reason to use them well.
对，没错，
一个是水，然后一个是雷，这样的搭配感
这是要
觉还挺有
组成
意思的。，
果然是深渊战队哦，一个水一个雷啊
对，
那
没错
闪电，特别棒。要提醒一下大家哦，这位驱使着雷电的法师，他的部分攻击还会造成玩家
It's just like the electro effect that if it hits you with electro and his attack, basically his attack can drain your energy.
新怪物的情报我们也就介绍到这里啦。
好的，这次版更之后，一个新的常驻系统陈歌湖也要上线。
100% crit rate, clean
在
master
大家解
race.
决了璃月发生的危机之后，璃月的先人们其实一直惦记着旅行者，毕竟一位异乡而来、一路上风餐露宿的旅行者，帮璃月解决了这么大的问题呢。所以这盏陈歌壶就是先人送给我们的礼物，而燕飞也在制作这盏壶的过程中帮了忙。
哎，这小小的茶壶就是给大家。
The housing system would count that little teapot there, and that's what they're talking about.
这看上去怎么看都进不去吧？
哎，璃月的先人们可是有着3眼无显之能的哦，在一盏茶壶内造出一方洞天净地，便是先人们的一点小小的神通。
哎，
甚至啊，在这个壶里还有一位可爱的圆乎乎的。
Oh, it's a fox spirit that's gonna help you.
壶内的一切事物。
哇，它看上去憨憨的，好可爱呀！
Oh, there's a capacity on the
发
bottom.
挥着重要的作用。如果能够提升与它之间的信任度，就可以获得一些奖励，也会开放一些壶内的新功能。要注意的是，目前呢，我们的陈歌湖共有青琼岛、翠带峰和罗浮洞3种洞天形态。如果想要全都解锁的话，就要努力去提升信任等阶。
哦，那要怎样才能跟他们搞好关系呢？
哎，下面我就要说到啊，当我们制作每一件新的摆设时，都会提升胡林的信任度。在胡林阿元的帮助下，大家可以通过各种途径收集不同的摆设的图纸，在搜集到必要的材料之后，完成制作，给自己布置一个温暖的窝。当然，在阿元这里也可以直接买到一些可用的摆设。总之，属于自己。
So there's 3 maps. You can only unlock all 3 of them through a trust system, and the only way to gain the trust system is to build
什么也不放，就会感觉很空荡荡。
is to build structures in that map. And it looks like 3 different map has a 3 different point system.
好像
They also said you can build certain things, but certain things can also just be straight up purchased.
So there is a whale option. But it looks like as a free-to-play player, if we want to have a competition, we might have to hold this competition event far into the future. And
不错不错。那不过呢，
Oh my
从
gosh,
住房荒郊野岭
social
到
content
现在的
go.
这个豪华大房子，我们这前后差距好像有点
I'm challenging someone to build a legitimate concert platform and just hold a concert with Liar in there, with Xing Yang
如果太小了的话，就
and
放不了
Barbara.
那么多好看的摆设了。
也是。
这些摆设呢，既有房屋外面的布景，也会有屋子里的家具内饰。当我们将更多的摆设摆放在陈歌湖里，就会提升湖内的洞天仙力，使它可以生产出更多的洞天宝钱。这个洞天宝钱就是在湖内使用的特殊货币。有了它，我们可以在湖灵这里兑换一些素材和奖励。偶尔也会遇到带着
So the more developed your house is, the more currency it will generate, and you can use that currency for different
千万不要
things.
放过它。那
Including buying
这么说啊
the doggos like you
我
just
们
saw.
这个陈歌湖呢是既有外面的布景，也会有室内的家具了。那
Okay,
不知道
no,
你
this is
们
actually
是不
just
是
Animal
可以
Crossing. I
有
am,
些什么其他的功能呢？
my life is
陈歌
gone.
湖中毕竟蕴含
I wonder if they will make that currency the currency shop refreshes.
那在这里也想提前透露一下，随着陈歌湖系统的
I
不断
think
优
it
化
will.
在后续的版本中，我们还可以在陈歌湖里摆放自己拥有的角色哦。作为游戏内一直会存在下去的系统，还请大家一同
I think the biggest thing is, can you invite more than 4 people
好的。
or
那么
3 people
到
to your
我这里
world?
呢
Just have like, I don't
就
know,
是
20
大
people
家
in there running
分享
around.
我们的第二
Oh,
组
hold
看
on
法
there.
吧
Animal Crossing's what, maximum 8?
Because in Warframe, you can invite like 8 people if you use the bug. So
As in, I expect it to only be 4 for now. I don't see I
Second
don't see them
code
raising
coming
player
out.
cap right now.
I'm checking chat when the second code is confirmed. We have one up so far. It's the ones starting with F, I believe. Has the next one been released? One of my mods, tag me please, if
So,
you see it.
Doug, Smug. New boss, new event, new characters, and housing. I think 1.5 is looking pretty good so far.
Yup, I am
yeah,
quite
it
excited.
might be lacking on story, but they can't really give us that, right? But as far as the new boss, I just think it's interesting. It's basically a Geovish like a massive one, right? Who has very high physical resistance, and then the character they're trying to pump out is a physical character.
好，欢迎回来。
啊，欢迎回来！也该到了给大家介绍一下版本内新活动的时候啦。那么今天呢，我们要给大家带来的第一个活动是导能圆盘绪论。那这一次呢，一位来自须弥的学者会拜托大家去收集地脉之果碎片。
哦，地脉之果碎片。
对，那大家呢会获得一个神秘的远古遗物——导能圆盘。这个圆盘呢，就是用来驱动地脉之果碎片，
Ah, so this is the new
使它
event.
产生各种各样增益效果的。
And along the event, you'll get crystal fragments, which do different things, and you can equip them in this system.
哎，这个圆盘的效果还是值得研究研究的。比如，大家的角色等级总和越高，能够提供的驱动力也就越多，就可以在圆盘中使用更多、更高品质的碎片来强化自己的队伍。如果自己队伍的练度不太高呢，我们也可以借助好友的高等级角色来提升驱动力，最多可以借3位好友的角色。
哇，那是时候将我们的魔爪伸向身边的好友啦！那当然了，收集地脉之果碎片肯定不会是一个一帆风顺的事情。毕竟呢，提瓦特
So
这个世界呢，
there will
总是
be
有
these
不可
crystal
思议的
enhanced
生物
enemies, and it's
看到
basically a
呢这些
challenge
东西
fight
都
at
想
these
来尝一尝，对
locations.
吧？
就是啊，
所以呢，大家还是要先努力消除掉周边的威胁，才能完成碎片的回收。那为了达成目标，大家加油冲呀！
那么在最后的阶段，大家还可以到因地脉之果的力量而扭曲了的秘境中进行挑战。这次呢，共有4个秘境，每个秘境都有不同种类的地脉异常状况。挑战方式和之前的无相交响诗很接近，大家可以自由选择不同的难度和挑战条件，难度越高，条件越艰难。
So there's 4 challenges, and you can also adjust the difficulty and conditions
在我
here.
们提到过的这些挑战中，都会获得
And there's a free Diona.
用来换取
Yeah,
活
for
动
people
商
who
店
missed
中的
Diana,
奖励
here we go.
特别提
So
醒
really a combination of the official event and the symphony of the basic symphony of the cubes, basically. So you can see the point system they were using. And just like the official system, you're doing to collect all those individual shards. And what you do is it looks like you put the shards you collected into that panel thing, and I'll give you each individual buff for the 4 domains that they have available. And then once you go into the domain, you changes the difficulty level to get more points, and then use the points to buy stuff.
Makes sense. So it's an event. Yeah.
啊，这样听上去感觉还是很难的。
And then, as you notice, there's a room like there's a limit on how many shards you can use in that panel there. So you can borrow your friends. Essentially, that's what she was talking about. Call on your buddies, right? Call your homies to make your buff better. So if your friends list is empty, well, you need to get on that.
此外，试炼中呢也是存在着降服机关，帮助大家获得各种加成，降低通关难度的。同时，关卡中也会存在着一些能够感受到我们的入侵而自动启动的歼击炮。不过，通过合适的元素攻击，就可以让它暂时瘫痪了。
感觉这个听起来呢是一个很需要思考和策略的玩法，是很有挑战性的。
没错。
不过呢，想到还是有。
It looks like you're navigating a dungeon, and then you had to go to the LN, right? And it's time.
试炼都是没有问题的。
接下来的这个活动，大家眼熟的那个面孔。
unusual hilichurls up.
Yep, this is an unusual hilichurl hunting event.
出现在商路上捣乱，看来是时候给他点颜色看看了。
不过呢，这个奇怪的秋秋人啊，也不是那么容易就能找到的。
So we saw the crystal system, the dungeon navigation, and now this.
那这会儿呢，就需要一个小小的帮助啦。
大家还记得那个秋秋语专家，就是那个叫做艾拉马斯科的小姑娘吗？在她提供的秋秋语速查手册的帮助下。 这回啊，我们要试着
At least this time you can actually tells you where you can find them.
向他们打听大尾丘的
The face when Elon Musk is getting more character development than glitching.
这个有意思哎。不过我有点担心，记不住那些秋秋语嘞。
Yo, where's Zanto?
记不住，那就用笔记。
He's our resident hilichurl translator.
会不会成为那种，就我打开看一眼，摩西米塔，然后合上手册以后呢？
Oh wow! It literally has the translation. I'm looking again.
摩西米塔，然后再合上我就摩西咕塔。
你这不能乱说啊！这个意思可能是不太一样的。我看你，哎呀，你说的我有点心虚了。不过这本书究竟权威性能有多高，我要打一个问号啊！因为这本书的非。
Oh yeah, and he says the handbook is for reference only.
那万一说错了，会不会有什么危险啊？
那这个时候大概只能手动说服了吧？
那这样真的还算是。
Is he pulling out the suitcase to throw something at you?
总之，
No, that's the despawn animation.
一些家园
Yeah.
中的摆设图纸以及原石等其他的奖励，大家记得不要。
So this event, part of the awards, is also housing ornaments.
这些活动啊，本次 1.5 版本期间还会有一个帮助大家培养
talent book event.
精通遗勇。
我们之前是有一个活动叫做地脉遗勇，对吧？
没错。只不过呢，这次活动翻倍掉落的是角色的天赋培养素材。活动期间内挑战精通秘境时。
Oh wow! Okay, so it's remember the EXP book double event? So basically, they're doing that for talent books. So yeah.
They're oh my god, they are doubling talent books.
确实如此。如果大家发现给角色升级技能需要用的素材缺口还很大，不要忘了来参与这个活动哦。
Xingqiu Gang, rise up! We get our talents up.
最后一个活动啦，那是一个休闲类型的小游戏，叫做《风行迷踪》。
来了吗？
哇，对的。那我个人还是比较喜欢叫它躲猫猫的。不过在过去呢，这个小游戏的原型却是过去旧时代贵族与反抗平民之间的较量。虽然在今天已经没有了这层沉重的含义，但是
this is the hide and seek or prop hunt event.
依然流传了下来的。
Yeah, so basically how it works, Shield explained was they gotta have the you have hide and seek, you got the hunter, and you have I don't know the cat, Fiona's running, and you prop and hide from them, you know. So for those people who play, I don't know the game mode, but Call of Duty has something similar where you turn yourself into like a vending machine. It's the same thing.
在游戏中呢
Prop hunt, there you go. It's called prop hunt in Call of Duty.
来一决胜负。像游侠这边呢，主要是有隐形、伪装、撒诱饵这种技能，而猎手这边的技能呢，则偏向于识破啊、探测之类的。那过程中呢，还会在游戏场地内随机降下眷顾之能，拾取之后可以为强大的眷顾秘技充能。
哎，这个小游戏的举办场所可
So you can literally play hide and seek with Chi Chi and Hu Tao now.
地图和场景熟悉的同学肯定是占了先机了。
那这我得赶紧再去熟悉一下了。
一共有5块场地，大家看看哪块不怎么眼熟的话，赶紧。
So there's 5 different locations.
对的，对的。那还要跟大家说明一点呢，就是参与游戏是可以获取迷踪币的，用来。
It looks like Queen's Village and Spring
这其中呢，
so
还
far,
包含了一个
at
有
least.
猫猫活动的专属名片哦。不过如果是跟朋友之间联机玩，或者
Sorry,
是当日
Doug,
获取的
stream.
迷
Yeah,
踪
I'm
币已经
seeing
达到
this.
上限，
It's
都是不能再获
it
取
looks
迷
like
踪
it's
币
fine
的。
on my end.
希望
Though
这个轻松的小游戏能够让大家充分享受到乐趣。
I'm checking on my end as well, and it's fine.
好的，也到了我们最后的环节了。每个版本游戏都会持续进行
Yeah,
系统优化
refreshing it should work, guys.
1.5
It's
版
back
本
up.
自然也少不了。
那我们就来先一起看一看第一项优化吧。大家在挑战一些征讨 BOSS 时，原本是需要60点元萃树枝开启奖励的。在版本更新后
Okay, because the new weekly bosses added, now we're gonna have 4 weekly bosses. So in every time when the week refreshes, the first 3 weekly bosses you get 50% off your resin. So instead of spending 60 resin, the first 3 boss you fight will only use 30 resin.
30 resin. Oh yeah.
那彭导算的还是蛮精准的嘛。
Note this isn't every boss. It's only like the first few.
那第二项优化内容呢，是在版本更新后，大家在联机
You know how some people they only do solo, for example, like me, because I am grinding friendship level. It says like if you're in
大家要是急于了解
when you're in multiplayer,
解锁名片呀什么的
because you're not getting more friendship level for the people you're not using, since your friend takes out a slot, they're going to double or they basically boost your friendship exp, so you can still hit that friendship level just the same just as fast while co-oping. You don't have to worry about them taking away your potential friendship level exp.
还有一些特殊玩法呀，错过了还是挺可惜的。
比如制时之冕什么的，懂吗？感觉这么一来，对于平时比较忙的一些玩家，可能需要临时冲刺来完成活动任务的，这种提示还是很贴心的。
那当然啦。最后一项优化呢，主要是针对体积日益庞大的客户端做个可选择的简单的瘦身。大家可以在游戏内设置里的语言选项中管理已下载的语音包。如果大家不需要
So this new update, you can choose to opt out language pack. As you can see, different languages, like they are running different gigs there. Like that's fairly huge. So for people who want to optimize their game sizes to make it smaller, they can uninstall the language pack that they are not going to use.
好的，那么我们今天带给大家的系统优化内容也就到这里了。另外还有一个消息要跟大家透露一下，目前《原神》在 PS5 上线的相关工作也在筹备中
PS5
了，敬
announcement
请期待。
敬请期待哦。
Oh boy. Apparently they're working on the PS5 Genshin.
There's going to be a little bit more after this, I think, because they said they have one more thing to share with us.
Ah, that's fair. Yeah, man, I'm excited for the talent books because based on the farm for talent book for 6 months non-stop, if I want to get to where I'm at, just non-stop talent books for 6 months. So I'm happy about this.
Okay, that's the last code. Nice,
好
updated.
啦，那么本次的特别节目到这里也接近尾声了。那采访一下彭导啊，对这次的新版本有什么看法呢？
我总体感觉就是活动还是挺多的，包括一些需要策略和操作的，还有轻松休闲的，像躲猫猫这种，对吧？
对对对，
我还期待了挺久的。这个版本我感觉应该玩起来还是非常充实的。
是的，那同时也别忘了还有新的角色剧情啊，以及我们的陈歌湖系统都在等着大家去探索呢。
今天很高兴能够跟大家分享这么多的新版本情报，每次的版本更新，我们都是和大家一样期待着的。
They seem to be
希望大
wrapping
家
up
可以
now
在
and
游
are
戏里
thanking
找到
everyone.
自己喜爱的新内容。
那至于优拉和烟飞，他们也会在新的故事里期待着和大家的相遇。
那么就让我们
Oh, that was the conclusion. Yeah, they just concluded.
So,
Oh,
we've
Oh.
going over the goods.
oh, they pranked us.
就结束了吗？
Oh, we got
难
rused.
得一次有我做东的璃月雅集，肯定要为旅行者们
One
，Who is this?
除了上述内容，本次我们还请来了一位特别嘉宾，一位曾与神明摩拉克斯同桌共饮的老朋友，神明。
Oh, it's an old friend of Morax and Bob.
我即明神大社公司八重神子是也。好久不见呀，帝君。咦，怎么没见甘雨姐姐啊？我还特意烧了2篮子这一季长势最好的海灵芝，本想给姐姐尝尝鲜。哎呀，屏幕前的诸位就是传言中的旅者吗？不要紧张，不要紧张，供奉什么的下次再说了。此身虽然尊贵，不过此般前来是受帝君先生所托，对盗七诸岛风貌做些简单介绍罢了。这里是不是用将军大人喜欢的感觉会更好一些呢
？Oh my
那
gosh.
我们开始吧。
Oh my gosh, she's talking about Inazuma, isn't it?
明神大社与
Oh
神
my
鹰
god,
耸立
it's
山巅，
happening!
盗七城居于滨海。此乃八运岛，大蛇骸骨在此沉眠。
Oh, she's talking about the.
气息历年而不消。
She's
此乃神武种踏背沙。
Also, I
身体
think this
外
might be
部
rated
花
if
团
I
锦簇
understand is correct.
如云似泥，错落重叠的山岩之中，列岛最大的冶炼设施玉影炉心，如今因战事而停歇。
So basically, these are the different locations in Inazuma that she's just taking us to right now.
dude, that looks like the
Yeah.
Osaka
此乃
castle.
盗七城天神。
Sorry, we're not translating. We're just actually
正是
taking
盗
this
七
in right
列
now.
岛
I'm so
之中
sorry.
最为尊崇者的居所。将军大人于盗七城至高处守望众生，服饰景色百千年依旧。人之在世，
So basically, this is Raiden's
which is
palace.
really hard.
泡影般虚无。
Yeah.
Yeah, she's talking idiom.
如何？有没有萌生出想要来盗七游历一番的愿望？盗七诸岛期待旅者的到来哟。特别是想要拜访明神大社的话，出发前记得要先准备好供奉哟。
这位狐狸小姐还是老样子。
Don't worry, guys. We'll have a recap
好
afterwards.
的，感谢八重神子带来的一手信息。不知道大家是不是已经在脑海中构想起了种种风貌了呢？目前盗七区域还在紧锣密鼓的开发中，在正式见面之前，希望大家能够耐心等待。
It's Inazuma in
大
development.
家带来盗七的相关情报，也期待着和旅行者们一起往新天地进发。
And then she said, please wait patiently. That's what she says. It's an old friend of Bao and
Bale, yeah.
Morax.
Bale, I think.
I might
Bale
be
and
somebody
Morax.
else. At least to me.
So do we think it's the Electro Archon? Like, if she's the one introducing Inazuma, it seems pretty reasonable.
Yeah, I believe she mentioned that I think she might be Raiden, but I may have misheard. She might be Raiden's aide. I need to go check again. Also,
Yes,
you're about
because
to
I
just replay the
thought
thing
I
now.
heard I heard he said it was an old friend of Morax, bad. So it might not be bad.
Yeah, guys, just started a giveaway, so one lucky person's gonna win a Welkin, and then we'll draw this in 40 minutes time. So
Yeah. I'll be honest. I don't think any of us were expecting that part. So we're just panicking. Oh my god.
So,
yeah, so
So,
forgive our
Doug, do you want to,
translators because they
mute,
were.
do you want to mute the Bilibili stream and we can try and go over what we just saw? Like,
Sure, let's do
oh my
that.
god.
That was very oh. We didn't see it coming, did we?
Oh yeah, and it makes it
they-
worse because
they
it makes
had-
it worse in a sense that she was talking in idiom. So I'm just like, oh no.
She was basically using a lot of figures of speech and not very direct translation stuff, which is why we're also just scrambling here a bit.
Alright, go ahead. I've set it to really low volume. Just
Oh,
some background
before we
music.
continue, Doug, did you want to show that video again about the?
Oh
the
yeah,
the
let's show
Kachi
that
main
video
library
again.
one?
Sorry, yeah, so for those guys who missed out, there's a little bit of a fan video that I wanted to show you guys. One of the guys in our server, Zytraffer, if I said his name right, it's just down here, he made this video. So I've got sound this time, I swear. So yeah, let's hear it. I put it at max.
Oh, it's catching steam.
Wasn't that epic? Holy shit. Actual Pog. Actual Pog. Isn't that Pog? Holy shit. When I first saw this, first thing I said in chat was like, holy shit.
This is me. Oh man, this is my first time doing this. Okay, I'm glad. There's panic!
It was very cool, wasn't it? Yeah,
That
shout
video
out.
was really awesome. Yeah.
Shout out to Zytreffer. I hope I'm saying his name right. It's called Zy. He's one of our theory crafters on our theory crafting staff. And he made that amazing video. Amazing video.
I think Zen wants to come in with the recap soon as well now, actually.
Sure. Did he say he's ready? I don't have any Discord notifications on.
He just pinged you saying you can start streaming something, so...
Oh,
Okay.
sounds
Ready.
good. We'll do that then. So what we've prepared for you guys is a doc, and we'll post this up as well. So I'm showing it on screen now here. And it's a summary of what we know. So as you see, some things are still being edited, but we're going to use this as a base for our post-stream discussion going on right now. And then after we're done, we will do the giveaway. Okay? Because there's a 40-minute timer on the giveaway, so everyone can get their entry in. So let's start off with Smug. What did you think of that live stream? Like, obviously lots of thoughts and ideas to unpack, but what are your general impressions?
Besides the fact I was panicking really hard, I like it so far because the fact that I won Zhangli, I won Yuha, I won Yanfei, I won everybody, right? And like I said before, I need now a talent book, so it will actually help me a lot. And the housing system is like faction, basically. Oh, what? Oh, this is just replay. Okay, I freaked out for a second there.
Oh yeah, they're doing the replay of the video, right? Yeah. I'm gonna make sure.
Oh my god,
it's
I just
paused on
hit
my
the
end.
second time, but yes.
I've just closed it on my end as well. There we go. But yeah, I'll glad
But
you
anyway,
continue.
I like the event. Well, I'm not sure about that, but I definitely like the characters coming up and putting more characters because they need characters. But also at the same time, I don't want them to add too much because remember there's 7 regions. I mean, are we gonna end up with like over 200 characters by the end of this game or something? That's a lot.
No, that makes sense. Yeah. How about you, Fox? Oh, is Fox still with
Okay,
us?
so-
Oh yeah, he is. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm still mildly in shock about all the Inazuma stuff. I am ultimately hyped about housing. Cause like I love that sort of like free flow player created content stuff. Characters, 1 rerun and 1 new character. I'm talking about 5 stars. So Yula and Zhongli, I think it's fine. Event wise, like I'll be honest, the events look okay, and this is still a filler patch, but it looks to be a very, very good filler patch. Building up to Inazuma, which should either be next patch or patch after based on what they're saying.
Very good. Yeah. I mean, I was taken away, I think, by the housing system. I think this is gonna attract a whole new brand of demographics, like just player base to Genshin.
Yeah, no, this
Like,
is,
there are
this is our
definitely going to
Animal
be
Crossing
people.
demographic right there.
Exactly. There are people who are not interested in like the normal gameplay of Genshin that are going to come play Genshin, I feel, just for the housing. Like, I feel like that's going to happen. So,
Dude, I will say though, I'm actually the prot hunt event. I'm actually kind of want to do that with friends now because you imagine playing little game with your friends and the small
That's the whole point of it.
people it's like actually have a use now, because it's funny how I was complaining about how Cleo is so small it makes dodging really hard and waste stamina, and she has actual use for that kind of stuff. And just hide and seek, man, as a really as a Hu Tao simp, I gotta have some of my friend play Chi Chi so I can chase her with Hu Tao. It's gotta happen.
There's
Gotta
gonna
be an event.
yeah, there's gonna be so many videos on that. It's gonna be hilarious. I think it's also
Hey, come join the Hu Tao event where we chase Chi Chis and hide and seek.
yeah, I mean I can see it. Like we can now hold events with this sort of stuff now. But this is temporary, right? The Wind Trace event, the prop hunt, it's temporary, right?
I hope
It
it's
appears to be
permanent, man.
temporary,
So I can
yeah.
just be like go to Chi Chi
Mm-hmm.
man and be like, hey, you guys want to play hide and seek?
Yeah, so we'll see. But I think this would make really great server event. Like if you want to hold a contest or something like that, the hide and seek
Oh,
one is
definitely.
a great one.
And see who's the winning server. The server will have their own version of hide and seek to see who wins, and then the winning players, let's say 10 of them, and they'll compete with the server to see which server has the best hide and seek player. And the winning prize will be not just Welcome Moon, but something heavier, I guess, if we're doing that.
100%. Let's see. So yeah, let's go in order of this doc here. Obviously we've deviated a bit, but we can skip some stuff if we've talked about it already. So I think we've discussed enough actually about Eula and Yanfei. My personal thoughts are like the trailers were really nice. Camera angles also really nice. I think that actually with these new characters, Genshin has or MiHoYo has shown that they're getting better and better at doing these sort of demos. Wouldn't you think?
Oh yeah,
Definitely.
What I started noticing was remember how people complain about how dry the earlier events is when the game first started. I had a feeling that actually taking our feedback as far as the event goes, not account security, of course, but definitely events wise, they're taking feedback and found out what players like about each event. And even the small ones, right? Remember the gliding challenge that was just kind of like, okay, this is kind of stupid, right? And then they incorporate that into the gameplay. So, and then now with a new event coming up, they say they're gonna do, which is a really obvious of a combination of previous event and what people liked about it. Into they take into account and make new event that, and especially like the symphony of the hypostasis, for example, with the challengings.
Yeah.
I like that event in a sense that even super whales can set the setting super high and just and have fun with that.
Something for everyone, right? Because you can modify and customize it.
Oh yeah.
Precisely, yeah.
And based on that trend, I can say I start to look forward to newer events now because, what is this event gonna be for? What are they gonna use this in the future? Is this gonna be part of core game? So at least for me, I start to take those mini events, even though for some people it's a pain, but for me it's like I actually pay attention to them more and more now because I actually type out a nice detailed feedback from them because it really looks like it's going to be incorporated into future events or even future game mechanics.
Yeah, I think that's great. So in terms of new weapon, we've got the Song of Broken Pines, I believe. That's confirmed for the new 5-star Claymore. I'm not sure if the English name is confirmed yet, but that's what we're thinking right now. And then as well as for the banner, so Zhongli banner confirmed, Eula banner confirmed, and I believe the Yanfei is going to be included under Zhongli's banner. Yes, and Zhongli banner will
correct.
be first. Yes.
Yeah.
I think we should expect that it will follow the same banner patterns as most recently. Yes. For durations.
This is just a me thing. I noticed though, if you look at the design, how it is and everything, I just find it interesting they name it pine because right, if they're talking about pine trees, it does has that similar texture and shape of a pine tree, like how they grow and everything.
That's
with the bark being kind of like choppy, I guess. And you can see that the sword is not smooth.
So
I just thought that was a little nice, intended or not.
Yeah, we've talked about the energy amplifier event a bit already, right? So you're basically finding these fragments on the map, and then activating the fragments will spawn the enemies. And activating them, it involves energy, right? And it scales on your character's level, but you can also borrow your friend's characters to increase the energy limit. And then basically you'll finish the challenge to get these rewards. And then you can redeem your rewards, redeem the materials for rewards. So apparently there is a crown, and there's a free Diona, and I think that's the biggest stuff there, along that it's customizable. Did I miss anything, guys?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Mm-hmm.
You covered actually most of it, I think. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Now, there's the unusual Hilichurl one. So I think we already talked about that. It just has some furniture in it as well. And we've talked about the prop hunt one as well. One that I think a lot of people will be looking forward to is the talent book drops. That one that's similar to the Leyline Overflow event that we had recently there. So now it's just double the talent books there. Now, how about the artifacts? Do you guys want to talk a little bit about the artifact sets? So I believe the English translations, the first one, the one that we said was like a tank-centric one, it's called Tenacity of the Milolith. So any thoughts?
Tenacity of Milolith. So for people who's not aware, the current data we have on we have leaked is 2-piece bonus, health increased by 20%. 4-piece bonus, when an elemental skill hits an opponent, the attack of all nearby parties increased by 20%, and their shields increased by 30% for 3 seconds. This effect can be triggered every half a second. This effect is triggered when the character is not on the field. That sounds like the Zhongli pillar, doesn't it?
Ooh boy.
So and Zhongli also scales off health with shield. So this is kind of like basically make Zhongli a really good support that can now buff your attack now. And it also increased nearby party members 20% of shield strength, meaning that when you switch Zhongli out, you still have a stronger shield. So it's like Zhongli.
And on the other hand, the Pale Flame set, which is the physical damage set, obviously catered towards Eula. 2 pieces, physical damage is increased, and the 4 pieces, when an elemental skill hits an opponent, attack is increased by 6% for 7 seconds. This effect can stack up to 3 times and be triggered once every 0.3 seconds. And once 3 stacks are reached, the 2-piece effect is increased by 100%. This is basically Crimson Witch, but physical damage.
Yes, the cooldown on Eula is actually shorter than 7 seconds if you tap E. I will say, as far since we are clicking main channel, I wonder how this will work for Kaching, because you know how her E has 2 taps to it.
Yeah. You can do physical Kaching on this.
Yeah, it's possible. By the way, guys, yeah, I don't have these details up on the doc right now, but it will be up after the fact. Okay, it will be up after.
Wait a second. Wouldn't this mean you can have physical delivery?
You could.
Because Kaching, her infusion is optional. Diluxe isn't. Right? Because Doug, if you, even though I for some reason still don't own Kaching, fake Kaching main, but if you use your elemental skill and do a heavy attack, you won't actually infuse yourself with Electrolyte. You'll just stay physical.
That's right.
Yeah. On Diluxe end, however, if you use your ultimate, you're immediately Pyro, so that won't work out.
Right, but you can still just play Diluxe without Q, right? I have done that in Abyss floor in floors where I'm trying to kill agents and Sing faster.
I mean,
it works out.
It's possible.
Yeah.
If you play it that way, it can work.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I guess it might be the alternate option for people who just doesn't have what's it called, Vaporize support, like Sing Q, for example, and then you're trying to deal with Sing.
I'm just sad now because I spent like it's been like more than a month farming Noblesse Oblige for Zhongli rerun, and now there's this, and I'm like, oh my god.
I am still gonna run 2-piece Geo damage
inside.
and 2-piece Noblesse for mine, because I'm doing him since I'm doing C2, so I'm just gonna outbot it. I'm not gonna actually use the Tenacity of the Milolith, because you know I'm building too many characters to try to find a 4-piece set, and I haven't found artifacts since. Actually, I've been finding nothing but bosses.
Yep. And then there was the Misty Dungeon. I think we only saw a few moments of that there, right? Where you
It's
got to go
basically
through the
yeah, but
domain. Hmm.
you're also gonna have to bring different elements to counter different challenges and such. Like you saw Mona putting out the pyro tower, Amber clearing routes, so on and so forth. And you can't actually change your team inside, so you have to like have an idea of what you're gonna face and build according to that.
So it really does feel like a dungeon now, right? You have to play the first time to figure out where is what, like what's going on, and then you play the second time. Okay, now I'm actually here.
There may even be randomized components to it.
Oh no! So like, you can't just run a full team of Geo.
Mhm. Yeah. So in terms of the Hangout events, what do you guys think about Noelle getting part 2 already?
I mean, it kind of tells you how awesome she is, right?
Maybe people put that as feedback, like they like the Noelle one the best. Maybe. What do you guys think?
I mean, she also has one of the most memes.
It's true. Very true.
And then Noelle man, so I'm biased, so I shouldn't talk.
Oh, I mean, they also just did have the KFC collab. So actually, I think that does make sense, right? Because she was so centric
That's true,
to that
yeah.
there. But I'm interested why they didn't put out a Diluc one. Yeah?
I want her KFC skin. 100% we will for that.
What else
Like
is
they definitely
there?
have to do skins in the future.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So there is the new Trounce domain, the new weekly, Azdaha, I think that's how we say his name. That's the...
For now, until someone tells us we're wrong,
Yep.
horribly butchering it.
So this guy is quite interesting because kind of like the Geo Vishap, this one comes in different elements as well. So we saw there were electro balls being thrown out, hydro missiles being fired, pyro explosions, and then I think Zenix or one of the other translators wrote Cryo Shinra Tensei. Pretty accurate though, not gonna lie. Oh yeah, and Eula and Yanfei talent level up materials are going to be from there.
I think the new Geo Bishop, it does have an attack that looks like that Primula Shower thing where you can bounce back with the Geo Shield. I think that kind of makes it that even as free to play, you're gonna have to level Noelle for her shield now, which I'm all for that, man.
Makes sense. Now, cryohypostasis. So we saw this for Dragon Spine, right? And what did it remind you of, Fox? You mentioned Dark Souls or something?
Yeah, they're these skeleton bone wheel enemies from Dark Souls, and they will. So the thing about From Software is they will take these enemies, they'll put it in like the lowest light area, so you'll have no idea where they are. They will see you from a mile away, and you will hear them spinning towards you, and you have no idea where they're coming from. And you will always be next to a death ledge, and you'll get knocked off 100% of the time.
So I think some people were concerned though, because underneath where the cryohypostasis is, there's artifact spawns underneath, like where people go for their daily routes to collect artifacts. So it'll be quite unfortunate if people aren't able to use that route to farm anymore. Yeah. There's also the Abyss Lector. So the guy we saw in the Abyss domain. For me, I don't know. I hate energy drain mechanics. Like I hate floor 11 and I hate this.
Yeah. Okay, so Doug, which would you hate more? Energy drain or extended cooldown?
Well, I've gotten you, so extended cooldown's fine.
Oh, biased! Oof.
How about you, Smug? Can you give us the whale perspective?
The whale's perspective, it doesn't matter. Because he just dies regardless. But
That is the true whale perspective right there.
That is the true whale perspective. It doesn't matter because it dies fast enough, right? Why did I even ask? I knew that.
So, energy drain is actually more of a pain for me, believe it or not, because you only have one Ganyu, right? You only have one Ganyu, and the other team still needs to like do all the stuff. So, energy drain is more annoying to me. The cooldown is not as big of a deal because as a whale, you do have more options like people where just you only have so many DPS, you only have so many characters you can use. But I have a full roster.
Yeah.
I can just somebody who has short cooldown, or I can just give everyone sacrificial weapons because I can, right? And which is not realistic. That's not realistic. But for most player, I still prefer the longer cooldown. Depends on how many unit of hydro you apply though. It also depends on that. But longer cooldown also means that I'm actually a player that focuses mostly. Actually, I don't only normal attack and Q spans. So I don't actually use that much. And I was thinking was instead of normally you'll run, at least for me, 1 damage dealer, 1 shield or healer, and 2 support. I can just run 3 damage dealer and 1 healer, no support, because it's on cooldown, switch to somebody else, right? I can play that way.
No, makes
So
sense.
I would still prefer longer cooldown.
No, that's good rationale. Now, did you guys see this change on stream? The weekly boss resin change? I see it in this document, but I don't think I remember seeing it on stream.
We mentioned it that the first 3 rewards you collect each week will be halved.
Oh,
Like when they
right.
were showing off Storm Terror, it was like 30 resin, it was highlighted instead of 60.
Oh, that's good. I must have been managing the stream or something like that for the
I
permission
know, the stream
codes.
was choosing that moment to die. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I was probably checking the settings and that sort of stuff. So yeah, here you guys see it. Our prayers are getting slowly answered, right? So I guess it's gonna be much easier to do your dailies now. You won't have to do them over, or your weeklies. You won't have to do them over multiple days or recharge or anything like that. I think the friendship EXP change was really good too. They really want to encourage more co-op. Yeah.
One big thing that we didn't see that I was really hopeful for was accounts 2FA, literally anything. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't mean to be a downer about it, but I really think they do need to address that sooner rather than later.
Yeah,
Well,
it's gotten so bad that the Genshin makes even the subreddit, right? They say they are not sponsored by WeHoyo. That's what they say, right? But if you post anything about hacking on the main thing, the post will never get through. Because I personally even wrote a post on how to get your account back. Because my friend got hacked. She got her account back in 8 days, right? I post that's something actually helpful that can't even get through. And if you follow like Genshin hack, people getting hacked, it's a thing now where other people will hack into your account and grief your account. Not even try to sell it, just grief it. And don't change your password. So you'll log in and all your stuff are gone. And what's the other thing that's kind of popular now? And there's some other people, some good Samaritan people, which is kind of funny. They'll log into your account and then they will change your signature to please change your password and lock out. And you can start seeing that in your friends list if you pay attention to it. Like it's happening to some people now. So it's like we have to, as a community, we have to tell Genshin. I mean, don't give them hate mails, right? Give them constructive feedback. Be like, hey, you guys, this is serious. You need to deal with this because I have worked customer support before. I can tell you, if somebody sent me a 2FA, that's the first thing I do with that email is I hit delete. We don't count that because we don't count like as customer support. I'm not supposed to count anything trolling. So you want to type, genuinely reasonable feedback. You don't spam them because again, customer support has to read that, and you're also taking time away from someone who actually needed help because now he's bounded to deal with troll mails. Okay, so I guess that's the message from me as a former customer support engineer to tell you, hey, it's a thing, but please don't just spam them because you think it's justified. But please don't do that. But
I will say, I've always been impressed by the artifact PNGs, like the art of every individual artifact piece.
I think just art of everything. It shows that they actually put, even the food.
Yeah.
Right. They actually
So
put.
like,
into it.
You know what I spent like one entire afternoon just doing? I literally opened the archive, went through every single lore piece for every weapon and every artifact just to read it, because it's very like Dark Souls-ish lore style where there's so much stuff packed into your item descriptions.
100%. Let's see. So 2 other changes. Everyone's gonna get in-game mail notification before a limited event ends, so you can make sure you redeem all your rewards and everything. And as well, we can now download and delete voice packs selectively. So if you're not using, let's say, the English pack, you can, well, I need the English pack, just the language
There's
pack at
going to
least,
be
but
so
not the
much.
voice pack.
Yeah, there's going to be so much language shaming now. Like people are going to say, "So what language packs you got?" And you'll be like,
Makes sense.
and you can. And now you can't say you have all the packs because then they'll say, "But you're not optimizing your game. What would you get rid of?" And then you're like,
Oh wow, we're moving on to language pack theory craft optimization now. Interesting. What's the point of deleting the voice packs? Aurori, there's a lot of people on
It's to
mobile who have limited
yeah.
space.
It's basically to manage your game size as well as your optimization stuff, basically. So
Yeah.
it just takes up less space in your device.
Yeah.
You saw just the description in one language is like 3 gig, and then voice pack is another 3 gig, right? So especially like for me, I put my game on an external SSD. That would be really helpful.
Well, okay,
Okay,
let's
so
end
apparently
off.
they posted. Sorry.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Apparently
Okay.
they posted a
Sorry, I must have missed
developer
this earlier.
discussion.
Yeah.
Yeah, if someone can
Yeah,
link it in the
about
chat, we can
account
check it out.
verification. Yeah.
Let me see.
So sorry about that. I must have missed it then, because I've been busy the past couple of weeks trying to not die
Yeah.
in school. Yeah.
I haven't seen it, but
Yeah,
yeah,
bugs.
okay. Let's take a look at this. I'll bring it up on stream.
Yep, I got it up too.
Oh, I actually remember reading this. No, you're right. It's just I read this. Oh wait, no, it's published just now.
It's today.
Oh, it's today. Okay, so no, I was thinking of another one. So yeah, this will be adjusted. Really hard to aim. They might increase it, make it better, make it easier. Interesting for aiming.
Controller support for Android when?
For what?
I just want them to have controller support for Android so I can just play with my phone on a controller.
Oh, for Android, that's true. I can use it on my iPad. Okay, missed it. No. Oh, you can purchase it with Mora. Nice. For the people who missed getting the lyre. Oh, no.
Oh, you can now get combat voice lines as well. Yep, question 8, they do mention the account verification, so that's there. So apologies to Twitch chat that I misled you all. I created fake news. Bad Foxo.
But the tip still applies though. Just because they have account security added doesn't mean you can just, I don't know, not be safe.
Okay.
Right?
Okay, yeah, this is good. Well, question 8 is good. Question 8 is good. And also question 9. Yeah. So it's gonna, you're gonna
Also, a
fix the regen rate.
quick tip for you guys. I also work for government job, and believe it or not, the number one failure for any cybersecurity is human. Rest of the time, a lot of time, 75% is human reasons why account security fails.
Yeah,
So
could be
it
breached
doesn't
or
mean you
something,
just don't
right?
be stupid now, guys.
No, it makes sense.
Still,
Well,
be
let's end
still
off.
smart with your
Everyone has to take responsibility for securing their account info, making sure your password and your emails haven't been leaked online, you know, taking the appropriate steps. Well, let's end off with that discussion on that Inazuma, right? So, who do we think at this point in time was the person that was presenting the news to us? I'm not entirely
I think
Can I
that
say
was
something?
the... Oh,
Hello,
hey, sure, Zen.
everybody.
Oh,
Hey, Zen.
Xenix. Hello,
Yeah.
Xenix.
So, I know everybody's interested with the. So, from what we heard, it says that it is an old friend of. If I'm not wrong,
Morax.
old friend of Baal.
it's over about Morax. That's why
Baal,
he's
Baal and Morax. According to our, prediction, and through what we understand in like leaks from other sources, it is Sakura from Honkai Impact 3. Yeah, I know this is weird, but this is the information I actually got, and I'm also really I'm skepticism towards this information as well. I don't think it's actually
Also-
true, but it really does looks like Sakura. I mean,
To
adding
highlight
up
more fake news I did earlier, building on what Zen just said, is that so Baal is actually the name of the Electro Archon. So this is someone who is friends with the Electro and Geo Archon. She is not the Electro
Yes.
Archon herself, but she's a
it-
friend
it's
of
not
them.
Baal.
Oh, okay.
So assume like maybe someone like Ningguang or Keqing inside Inazuma, I could say. Someone like Ganyu. That's how I would say it. So we're not confirmed about who that girl is, assuming that she's gonna be part of a playable character in the future. And after the leaks, it's a bit.
I think because it was
how
in
do I say it?
Ayaka's
What can I say?
voice line as well,
Voice line.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're dancing around the league. Be a Genshin Honkai crossover in the future, maybe.
Crossover.
Mhm.
So
You guys remember that video that was made like back in I think August, and it was a meme. I was like, wait, this is a Honkai universe all alone, and the other guy's like, it always has been. I think
Yeah.
I think that's started coming true.
Yeah, well, these are
guys.
obviously they didn't state
Wait,
it in
this
the stream, so I just want to make that clear to everyone. They didn't reveal the identity on the stream, so nothing's officially confirmed by Genshin. So everyone needs to understand that.
wait, it's just a Honkai alternate universe. Always
Maybe.
has been.
Guys, I have a prediction. Since that the girl is a good friend of Zhongli and Bar, and from Honkai Impact Universe, Raiden Mei is the Electro Hersher, so could be Mei because Mei is her full name is also called Raiden Mei as well, and Ba is called Ba if I'm not wrong. So, yep, that is just like uh, Honkai Impact equals Genshin Impact. Small teaser about that.
So I drew a winner.
Don't you?
Yeah, I drew a winner for our thing. It doesn't appear that they're here, so I may pick another winner. Doesn't appear. Let me see. Speak up, or I will go to the next winner.
Anyone else in Twitch chat have questions? Like we can take a couple now because I have to go soon.
F
Everybody's just
in the
spamming F in the chat.
Well, you guys, whoever won can also DM me. Who won? Let me paste it in again. It was this guy here.
Why is there like a continuous of yes? Oh.
Oh, it would have tagged you. It would have tagged you. Here, let me show this as well on.
Ish, I swear to God, you can't post that stuff in stream. You're gonna make me stutter and like stop.
You know, Ion. Last time it was me, right? This time it's you. It's just learning.
No.
It's just learning. So, I'm actually quite sad that no one asked where's Zenix today.
No, they
I
did.
told you,
People
it's because
asked.
you're in our hearts.
People asked.
Wait, legit people asked?
They did,
Yes,
yeah.
they asked.
Anyways, I do need to go soon, so
Okay.
I will be dipping out here briefly.
You can drop out now. I'm
I
just
hope
trying
the
to
rest-
find the winner. Okay, I'm gonna draw another one. But oh, he said here he is. I saw him. He said here he is. Sorry, I see him. All right, I'm gonna be DMing the winner. So I will be ending the stream now. We have a winner confirmed, guys. He is here.
Thanks for coming, Twitch chat.
I only get to talk about 10 seconds. That's sad.
Okay. That's okay. Next time you guys can swap again and you can talk more.
Yeah. Well, anyways, goodbye.
Okay. Thank you everyone for coming again. It was a
Wait,
really great
should you
time.
show the credit scene? The credit scene.
Ah, yes, I'm going to show it right now. So I would like to acknowledge everyone who helped out again today. Leo, Nameless, Sukuna, our off-screen translators. I've only put a few of the mods on there, the ones that are in the server, but as you guys can see, we have had a lot of mods help out today. Not just limited to the ones here listed on there. And of course, lastly, Link Darkar, who's recorded the video for us as well. It was a really great time. We'll get these notes posted up in an announcement channel. And hope you guys have a good night. I'll let everyone say goodbye. Bye-bye, everyone.